welcome to Polish with Ray. I'm Rachel and today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 turquoise nail polishes. So, turquoise, let's talk about it. Is it a color that requires its own video? In some people's opinion, definitely not. In mine, absolutely. And debatably, maybe some of these aren't even a turquoise. Maybe they're just a sky blue or a green, and I couldn't fit them in that video, so they're going in this one. But that being said, I love turquoisey nail polish. It's one of the colors I first fell in love with, like bright pinks, bright obnoxious pinks, and then turquoise. Like I just feel just drawn to that color. It's one of those shades that I constantly buy polish in because everyone feels unique and different and special to me. And then I get it in my collection and I look at it next to other turquoises I have and realize I already have like 3 of this polish. But that's aside, I feel very strongly about today's picks because it's one of my favorite color categories. I can't wait to share them with you. I might have even made the title of this video teal/turquoise because a few of these definitely are more in like the teal family. But again, I don't know. Teal, turquoise, is it blue? Is it green? It's right in the middle, so I think it gets its own video. That's what we're doing. If this is your first time checking out one of my videos in my favorite color series, so far I think I've done whites, grays, blacks, greens, and purples. So if you haven't seen those videos, I'll link the playlist up in the cards for you. So we're gonna start with mainstreams first. I only have a few of those. This first one is from Essie. It is so ugly in the bottle, but it's gorgeous on the nails. It is called Unamde. This one is a turquoise cream polish. Oh my gosh, I tried shaking it up. I need to put it in the Pro Shaker. I will before I show the up close bottle shots, but I swear it is so much prettier on the nail than it looks in the bottle. It's just this really kind of muted, dusty turquoise cream. It's light in color, it's airy, it's refreshing. This one had a great formula too. It was fully opaque in 2 coats. This color just never gets old for me. It is always a breath of fresh air and so pretty on every skin tone. Love Essie Unamde. The next one is a China Glaze. It definitely falls a little bit more in the teal category and it is called She's So Extra Terrestrial. This one has a teal base and it is loaded with linear holographic pigment. I love this polish. It's another one just so beautiful on everyone. The formula is great. It's almost a 1-coater. Honestly, I've had this for a couple years now, so it probably is a 1-coater at this point. But like seriously, what a pretty color. When China Glaze released this shade, I remember like, yes, they're gonna release more holos now, and then they really didn't, and I'm still holding out. I'm still waiting. Please China Glaze, give us more of this because I love this. I know a lot of other people really enjoyed this because in the sun, the holo is so vibrant. It's so present and bright and fun. This is great for summertime, but it's, you know, it was released with the Halloween collection, so it's beautiful for fall as well. Just an absolutely fantastic shade. I love seeing mainstream brands do holographic polishes, but I really love seeing them do them well, and this one was done right. Moving on to my indie picks. This next one is a cream and it comes from Stella Chroma. It is called Raking It In. This one is maybe too blue to put in this color category, but like I said, we're gonna go with it. It is a green leaning blue kind of tealy situation and it's a cream. I will always remember what this looked like on my nails. I remember swatching it, wearing it for many days because I just did not want to take it off and getting so many compliments. Like this color is perfection. Bright, but it's still like got enough depth to feel like fall. Oh my gosh. It's just perfect. Like these colors have my heart. Yeah, the formula was wonderful. Stella Chroma's formulas, in my opinion, are always what I prefer, where they are on the squishier side and they take maybe 2 coats to build up instead of being a 1-coater, but because of that you get a really squishy finish, and I loved how this looked on me. It was so beautiful. Next is one of the polishes that made me fall in love with turquoise on my nails. It comes from 1850 Artisan polish and it's called Corfu. This one has a turquoisey kind of blue base with shimmer that shifts copper to gold to green, and then it's got scattered hollow flakes. So this polish, I think part of my love for it is that it's nostalgic. It was one of the first turquoises I ever got to swatch, which is a weird like landmark milestone in my life, but like I didn't have a lot of turquoise in my collection prior to swatching this, and this is the polish that like changed it all for me. It just has such a softness to that turquoisey base. It's another one that I feel like would suit many different seasons, flatter many different skin tones. It's unique too because the shimmer in here, I love a loud shimmer. Don't get me wrong, I love a loud shimmer. But the shimmer in here is on the more softer, hazy, kind of muted side. And there's something about that that just makes this feel so mysterious. And also the hollow flakes are very fine and dainty and delicate. And that just adds to me another depth, another level of elegance to this polish. Yeah, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. I remember swatching it and then having to take it off because I had a lot to swatch at the time, and immediately putting it on like that same day. And then within a month, I wore it once again. I mean, that says it all, right? Next is one from Nailed It Nail Polish, and it's called Buttons for Eyes. This one has a turquoisey, but it's on the brighter side of turquoise, if you'd call it a turquoise at all. It's maybe a sky blue base, okay? And it's got really beautiful flakes that shift copper to gold to green to blue. So I think I'm realizing now going through these picks that one of my favorite things is like the turquoisey base with a copper shimmer. I just think where they are kind of like on opposite ends almost of the color wheel, that pairing just makes my heart melt. I love, love, love this polish. I love all of them, but just looking at it, like I could sit here mesmerized just staring at this bottle for a good 20 minutes. I think it's so beautiful. Nailed It Flakies anyway, they're lights out, but like this color combo, I mean, for real, it's so beautiful. It just pops on the nails. I don't know what else to say. I'm like kind of at a loss for words. The base color is stunning. The flakies shift so beautifully in the base, and this is a gorgeous polish. Since we're talking about like these turquoisey bases with copper shimmer, copper flakes, I guess we'll continue with another one. This one's from Emily DeMolly, and it's called 20 Questions. This one has a also borderline sky blue base, but we're gonna call it a turquoise, and then shimmer that shifts copper to gold to green, and holographic, scattered holographic glitter, I think. Yeah, I always get around to doing these favorites videos, and after describing them over and over, I'm like, oh, I have a type. Oh. Here we go again, and again, and again. And again, I just really like the way that this blue base pairs with the copper shimmer. It kind of actually, now that I'm like talking about it, is very close to the 1850 Artisan polish we just talked about, except for that one has a slightly greener leaning base. The shimmer is definitely stronger in 20 Questions, which I don't mind at all. And then the holographic is a lot more prominent since it's that holographic glitter. This is one that when I wore it indoors, I was like, okay, this is really pretty. And then I took it outside and was like, shut up. This is amazing. And I like ran around my yard looking crazy, trying to get it in every lighting situation. And I just couldn't wait to, ooh, what's it look like over here? Ooh, look at that shift. And yeah, it's one that just got me like really excited about what was on my nails. I love that feeling. It's such a good feeling. But yeah, this one's probably still available. If any of these are still available, I will link them down in the description box. A good amount of them won't be, but this one hopefully is. I've got 4 more. This one comes from Cuticula and it's called Cursed Forest. This one has more of a teal base, and then it's got these incredible glowing flakies that are blue, green, pink, and purple. Cuticula's entire Shattered Fantasy line is perfection. It's so, so beautiful. All the polishes have these incredible like stained glass looking flakies. They pop in every base color and they are so vibrant and like attention grabbing and have so much depth and dimension. Like it looks like a polish you could just dive right in. That probably makes no sense, but ooh, I see a gold shift now too. They're just so shifty and dimensional. You can't go wrong with any of them, but yeah, I don't other than Dragon Glass has to be my very favorite because it was the one that started it all. But that collection, I remember swatching the initial Shattered Fantasy collection. I remember swatching and being like, I can't pick a favorite. They're all perfect. But this one might be a favorite. I even convinced someone who like had no interest in nail polish at all prior to seeing that video. They saw this video and this was the one that they purchased and they just wore it over and over. I mean, to me, that says a lot. If you can be a non-nail polish wearer at all and then see this collection swatched and being like, okay, I guess I love indie polish now and I wear nail polish now because I love Cursed Forest. That's pretty incredible. So that's what this polish did for somebody. It was one of my mom's coworkers. It can work wonders. It's a beautiful polish. One that leans on the greener side of this color family comes from Bee's Knees Lacquer and it's called Love Enduring. This one has a greener, almost sage green maybe, turquoise base with shimmer that shifts red to copper to gold to green and really big, beautiful holographic flakes. This one might be a lion cousin or something. It's got the same finish as a lion with a thorn in its paw. And this is one of my favorite Bee's Knees Lacquer. If you haven't seen that video, I made a top 10 Bee's Knees Lacquer video a while ago. I will link it up in the cards. But, oh gosh, this one deserves to be among them. The base color is just that kind of muted kind of turquoise that just makes me feel relaxed and at ease and like everything's gonna be okay. And a color should not do that for me, but this one does it. On top of that, the shimmer is so shifty that it feels kind of rainbowy because you get that kind of greeny turquoise base, you get the red, copper, gold, green shimmer. So almost all the colors are there. And then the large holographic flakes on top of it. Oh, I'm like looking at it on my monitor. I'm like, do I need to wear this as my next manicure? Maybe. It's a really pretty color. Two more, and they both come from Wildflower Lacquer. This one is called Buenos Accidentes. This one is a probably green. I'm gonna be honest, it should not be in this video. Seeing it next to these other ones, it's a green. And again, red to copper to gold to green shimmer and holographic flakes. This one, y'all, I wore for 6 days. That's the longest I've ever worn any kind of manicure, but I put it on before a beach trip and I brought stuff with me to change my manicure. I had the opportunity to change it. I didn't want to because I loved this on my nails so, so much. It was shifty, it was jelly and squishy. It was beautiful and it was made on accident because, you know, the name. Yeah, this one is so beautiful. So, so, so beautiful. I don't want to just, I feel like I'm being a little bit repetitive at this point, but the shifting shimmer paired with this green base, it was vibrant. I can't believe this was an accident. Like, it's gorgeous. And the last polish that I love in this category also comes from Wildflower Lacquer, and it is Buenos Amigos. This one definitely does have a more turquoisey teal base, shifting shimmer that shifts red to copper to gold to green, and holographic flakes too. So this is what Buenos Accidentes was supposed to be. This is one of my favorite polishes in my entire collection and part of why I had to make this specific video because I think this polish, I could make like a 10-minute video about this polish alone and how much I love it and why. I've worn it like 4 or 5 times in the short few years. It released in 2021. So in 3 years, I've worn it 4 or 5 times. And it's the polish that, like, I don't know why. I just really like this base color. And for some reason, it's become the polish that I wear when I'm like a little bit stressed out and I need some reassurance. Whenever I find myself in that situation, I want to reach for this polish, and I have several times, and it just gives me that extra boost of confidence. Do you guys have a polish like that? If you do, let me know in the comments so I don't feel weird, but this polish is that for me. It just makes me feel beautiful and like I can do anything. The base color is glorious. The shifting shimmer is wonderful, and I wish I could get a backup bottle of this because I think honestly everyone should have a bottle of this. It's magic in a bottle. So those are my favorite turquoise / teals. Let me know down in the comments what yours are. Do you feel like this color should have gotten its own video, or am I being ridiculous? Are these even turquoises or teals? They may not be. But let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I sure enjoyed making it, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!